Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I kind of follow what the Treasurer's doing and the Federal Reserve a little bit, and our money supply and our national debt. How long do you give us to sustain our current economy?
Well, if it's related to inflation and what the Fed's doing, if the Fed doesn't start, they put money out when there's a vacuum that consumers aren't spending and the economy's down. They can put some money out to fill that vacuum, but they got to get it back in time, or otherwise you're going to have hyperinflation like we did in 79, 80. Now, I hope they're smart enough to do that, because they've gone further than any other Fed has ever gone in that regard. It could be in the area of $3 trillion. You probably know better than I do.
Yeah, I guess that's the concern, is how do they unwind out of all that?
I don't know. And if they don't, we're going to be in big trouble.
Right. Yep, I agree.
Now, I would say that I would consider that a different issue. Maybe I'm myopic on this, but I would consider that a different issue than the fiscal policy of the Congress. See, they're somewhat related in the sense that traditionally the Federal Reserve has been a counterweight to an irresponsible fiscal policy of Congress. But now the Fed, because of the recession, has gone way beyond that, see. And the deal with what Congress is doing, if I could describe it this way, for 50 years, the national debt was about 35% of gross national product. Maybe up and down a little bit, but that was the average for 50 years. Within 2 years, it's gone to 65 now, and it's on a path to go to 90. Ireland and Portugal and Greece are bankrupt at about 115% of gross national product. So it's getting very dangerous if we don't get that sucked back. Now, you probably would hear about the Senate Democrats wanting to cut back $6 billion and the House Republicans want to cut back $61 billion. Both of those are a spit in the ocean compared to what the problem is. And they're dealing with just expenditures in 15% of the budget that we call discretionary domestic. If you really want to get at it, we got to get over here in defense, and we got to get over here in the 45% that's entitlements, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. But right now, we're just dealing with this 15%, and you can see how wide apart we are on that. And there's got to be a decision made in 3 weeks. Should have been a decision made February the 18th, but they extended that to March 4th, and then March 4th, well, no, I guess it came from Christmas to March 4th, but it should have been decided in that 2-month period of time, and it wasn't. So then March 4th, we extend the existing expenditures for 2 weeks, and then last week we extended them for another 3 weeks, but evidently this is the last time they're going to be extended, according to both Reid and McConnell, our 2 leaders. Because, so there's got to be a final agreement for the last 7 months of this year, see. But now simultaneous with that, we're starting on the 2012 year, see. And that's a whole new ballgame. Right now we're trying to decide between 6 and 61, and I hope it's a 61, because that's how bad it is. But that's a spit in the ocean compared to what the problem is.